And we're back. No, I refuse. There's no way. There's no way he 100% Final Fantasy VII in 18 hours. It's got to be over 24. It's got to be over 24. There's just too much fucking side crap to get done in that game. 18 sounds way too low. These people are crazy. They are that fast. Dude, I feel sorry for these people. They must hate themselves. How would you 100% it that fast? That's still a lot of time. I'll give you that one though, but fuck me, that is a lot of time to be redoing that game. Especially because some of the events in that game are like one and dones. Like you have to like save state it basically. I think they would have to be doing just to make sure it didn't get fucked up. I wonder what counts as a 100%. Chocobo has to take a lot of time. No. But no. Let's make this clear. There's a difference between a speed run and a 100% speed run. We're talking about 100%, where they have to do every side quest in the game. Namely, the Chocobos, Knights of the Round, which is part of the Chocobo quest. There are like a lot of fucking weird side quests that aren't necessarily pointed out to you that take hours to do. So yeah, I can understand some people disagreeing with Final Fantasy VII, particularly if they played on earlier Final Fantasies, because 7 was a big departure from how previous ones worked. It's also kind of partly because of that, which is why I prefer 8. 8 has some like goofy side things, but they're not as bad as the ones in 7. Like, and none of the like super major things you need to get done are tied up behind that long of a quest. Like some of them are slightly long, but it's like those are quests you're doing while you're doing other things. Like you can do them concurrently. Some of the Final Fantasy VII ones, like the Chocobo racing, that has to take 2 hours minimum, 2 to 3 hours, just trying to race and get the perfect stats on Chocobos and be like the world's best Chocobo breeder. It probably won't. They're gonna back down. I'm willing to believe that. Hold on, I want to test something. Is plat percent 100%? Somehow, the 100% of Final Fantasy 13 takes longer. 18 and a half hours. Nope, never mind. There's 10 and a half. Why would people speedrun? No, that's 13 too. I don't know which one of these is which. 13 is awful. Like I said, like now that I've calmed down a bit, I'm still gonna talk about this a little bit. As I've said before, I really like music in video games. I like the idea of a song that has to be so catchy you enjoy it, yet also completely forgettable so it's not annoying when you've heard it for like the 7th hour in a row. I like really good background music like that. So one of the highlights for me in a video game is if it has good music, particularly the Final Fantasy series. The primary composer behind Final Fantasy is Nobuo Uematsu, and they didn't use him for Final Fantasy 13. I don't know if they used him for later ones, but I know for a fact they didn't use him for 13, or at least they didn't use him for the major songs in 13. And the guy that they got to replace him, you know, fine, whatever. Maybe he was trying his best. Maybe he got weird directions. You know, maybe he's not a horrible person. Maybe. Some of the fucking decisions that were made don't make any sense. Like I mentioned the Chocobo one, but there's a scene at the beginning where I kind of wonder if the dude knew what was going on in the game. Like if he made music by itself, not to the scenes, and then someone else glued music to the scenes. There's a scene near the beginning because the idea is the plot that pushes Final Fantasy, the first one forward, is there are aliens. They're not, but they are. They're like gods. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to call them aliens. There are aliens. They are called the fal'Cie. The fal'Cie can at any time recruit you to do their bidding. This will give you power. But if you don't do their bidding by a time that they've determined, and they haven't told you, what your quest is, you turn into a monster. You turn into a freaking mindless, beastly monster and you kill anyone and everyone near you. However, if you succeed, why have we not made bone bolts? If you succeed, you get to live for eternity as an immobile crystal. You just petrify. So, little bit of damned if you do, damned if you don't. At the beginning, the main character is trying to track down her sister, who gets kidnapped into one of these giant monolith things where the fal'Cie is, or something like that. It's fucking weird. Somehow the fal'Cie is there and everyone knows that the building is there, but they didn't know the fal'Cie was in the building. The fuck else is there? Is this a fucking Jack in a Box? What are you talking about? And the punchy dude, he was gonna marry her. So they go in there to save her, and apparently her quest was to lure her sister there and all the other people you play as. So the fal'Cie infects all of you guys with a quest, so you're now called a Lussie. And she, having completed her quest, turns into a crystal and gets to live forever. Gets to live forever. Literally as a statue. Like, again, it's kind of the alien / God thing doesn't understand what a good reward is. Like, it thinks it's doing good, it's not good. So she turns into a statue, right? She's succeeded at her quest, so she doesn't get to turn into a monster. Yay, she's now effectively dead. This is a sad moment. You're now like, well, say 10 maybe hours into the game. Maybe not that long. I'm rough estimating the numbers. It might only be like 5 or 4. But the whole point up to this has been to save this girl. And you get in there and, well, she's dead. Sucks to be you. You cannot save her now. This is a sad moment. The music's uplifting. Like the dude who did the music read like the notes of she now gets to live forever, and the parentheses as a statue like wasn't conveyed to this man. It's a very somber moment, and it's like, oh no, she's dead, and it's like ha 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 ha. Like it's almost like a victory song. It's like, she just died, dick. That's what I'm saying. Like, the music doesn't even line up with what's happening in the story. Literally everything that can be confusing and not make sense in it is confusing and does not make sense in it. Now, as I'm saying, that one, it might be that the man behind the music, it's not his fault. Like, maybe. I suspect behind the scenes, he got cliff notes of what was happening, not he knew exactly what was going on. And I feel like Nobuo would demand to know exactly what was going on, because his music is like custom tailored to whatever's going on. This guy is either a yes man and just did as he was told, in which case he is a horrible person, or someone like flat out lied to this man. Hold on, something's wrong. That is 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 1 2. Okay, so this has to go out no matter what. But that's like that right there. That was like the first. Like at the beginning, I was like, huh, lightning. I recognize this start. This is Cloud's start. It's a bit on the nose. Square Enix is not usually this blunt with following a theme. They don't usually copy it. Okay, cool. We'll get through this. Oh, that guy. He's like Zell. That guy. He's Barrett. That guy's like Vivi. That guy's like Selfie, or that chick's like Selfie. Okay. I don't know why we're doing it like this, but I'm sure we'll get better. And when I heard the uplifting music, that's when I was like, fuck this, they've ruined everything. I was like, that doesn't even make sense. What the hell did I just watch? Why am I listening to uplifting music? Because the chick is dead. This is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. My friend defended that game. Well, I say my friend. My friend. my friend that I will not admit to if I were to see him. No, I'm kidding. But a friend of mine defends the game. He says I'm being harsh on it. He's a dude that I worked with when I was in the military. So I do not know what he is currently doing now. I am assuming he is having a nice, successful life. It was a friend of mine from the military. He defends the game. He says I am harsh on it. And it's not that bad. He's played the other Final Fantasy games. This same friend is the one who defended Vivid Red. For anyone who remembers that rant, to give you an idea of who this is the same person who said I was being overly critical of Vivid Red. And the goofy thing is, when you get your main character to a certain point, there's not even a point in playing the game anymore. She gets her ultimate ability called Army of One. It takes up her entire turn meter, and she just gets to spam it over and over and over and over and over again. And it does a ridiculously large amount of damage to basically everyone. I don't think there's much resistance to this attack. It is based upon a stat that admittedly she has higher in a different mode. Like she only has this attack if she's in physical DPS mode, but it's based upon her magic stat. So it's not 100% optimized, but it is by far the strongest and easiest thing to do. There's no timing. You don't have to pay attention to people's weaknesses. You just spam Army of One over and over and over and over again. And she just screams something Army of One. Like she says a fucking statement every time you do this. Once you have Army of One, you just spam Army of One in every fight. Whatever the supposed strategy is, you can just spam Army of One. There might be strategies individual to each fight that are faster, but you're going to win the fight. You are not going to lose if with her you are spamming Army of One. It's just not going to happen because the math isn't even that good in the game. He refused to admit that Army of One was that good because it's on the wrong class. It uses the magic stat, and when you're in the magic person, you can't use the ability, so it's not that good. It's that good. It really is. It's not optimized, and yet it still does enough. It still does enough that you can blindly spam that one attack for the rest of the game, and you're fine. Like literally everything in it got messed up, and it was stupid. All right, why are we not making bone bolts? I thought we had a bone crafter. Connect, read. Domine had a mood, and I forgot about that. I need to quickly see what he's doing. I guess we turned bone crafting off of everyone. The only one who could be a bone crafter was Festy the Brewmaster. I see an issue with this. Miller, you are now a bone carver. Or no, you're a hauler. Haulers end up doing bone carving though, so it'll sort itself. Pause. I am going to cheat this because I forgot we even had a dude in a mood. Show mood. He wants a clothier shop. Okay. I will attempt to give you a clothier shop. I don't know who's gonna make this, but I'll get you one. Minecraft has amazing music, and that's a fact. And that's just a little fact. Hold on, where's clothes making? Someone else have clothes making? I'm gonna give you clothes making Hellfire, just so you can make the thing so the person having a mood doesn't die. But no, it's such a shitty game, and it's part of a series that doesn't make sense. Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even though 7 had spin-offs, it was like Final Fantasy 7, Advent Children. You had the goofy misstep where you had Final Fantasy X-2, which was a shitty sequel, but better than 13. And you go 13, 13-2, 13 Lightning Returns? And like I said, they're gonna do Versus 13, which I think became Dissidia. They were trying to come up with a whole bunch of shit. It ended up falling through. It didn't make any sense. And she's just not that good of a character. And all the characters, even the ones that are slightly better than her, are just carbon copies of characters that existed previously. And it doesn't make sense to do carbon copies. She got that and she got that, so I don't know what she's waiting on. This says she wants 2 items. She got them. No, she didn't get a rock block. Oh! Well, fuck, I'm doing that already. Hold on. I will get you your rock block. Never you fear. Build workshop mason. I'm gonna build a mason over here. This might work better. I have a log, key stone.
No more fishing.
How is there no more? That's what baffles me. How is there no more fishing? That is river. Make me a rock salt block, please. While we wait for the other things. This is another giant hamster? All right. Before I forget this, hold on. Military. Our 2 militaries where you can be a hauler. Our 2 militaries were Stephen Robert. Stephen Roberts attributes. Stephen Robert and endurance has 311. 311. Suloic's endurance is 1051. Did that go down? Was that like 1700 earlier? Or am I crazy? Suloic is 1,000. The other one's 311. I don't know how that worked, but I will send them to kill this giant hamster. Where's your Morgan? That's what I'm saying. I didn't make any bone bolts, unfortunately. Hold on. Legos are cool. Never get halfway through 7. Sweet Disney money. 7 didn't age well because it wanted to show off the PlayStation. Yeah, there were a few things that didn't make sense. There's a speedrun like that hot tub scene with Cloud. Caleb Hart does it. Yeah, the time I said was any percent, not 100%. Part of Caleb's 100% requirements is a golden chocobo in every item. That is a lot of time to sink in and get a golden chocobo. Anthology made me max out the hour count back in the days over 99.99. Holy shit, I wonder if they will keep the hot tub scene. Suikoden was pretty badass, also max out the hour count. Mind you, I forgot and left the game running all night a few times. Like those PS1 days. Minecraft has amazing music, victory for the aliens. I figured out how to allow for you to use Legends Viewer. Size get side maps, hit X for XML dump and P for map gen, and that should work. That's what I always do. I thought that's what you were trying to say you did to begin with. I always XML dump and use the Legends utility. I use Legends Browser? Or is it Legends Viewer? Are you talking about Legends Viewer? I thought it just always went off of XMLs. I don't think I did the other thing, what you're saying. Please do not kill me because of rant. Yeah, you're gonna die now. There are 96,300 goblins in my world. Where's your Morgan for bone wolves? 307 endurance was my original. All right, yeah, but you hadn't been hunting yet. Did I tell him to hunt that fucking thing? Fuck, I don't remember if I told him to hunt it or not. I must have. Did they kill it? I guess so. It's not here anymore. Are we gonna get a hamster body? Nothing says dead or missing. Why can I go to manager from the dead or missing screen? Why? Why does the dead or missing screen allow a manager? I don't know if they killed it. I don't understand what happened there. Where's the giant beetle? It's nearby. Let's go beetle killing. It's got armor. Well, they'll kill it at some point. No, it's only been 20 minutes. I had stopped recording after the initial rant, and this was a part 2. I had stopped it in the middle already. That was 20 minutes ago. New World Hunt. Yes, Bear Grylls. The vampire died, and I didn't get the blood correctly. So after that, I was going to take too much, and Lazy Newb Pack already had an alpha for the new version of Dwarf Fortress, so I figured I might as well So I'm not gonna lie, I think I've blown a little bit of time in a rant. Rants. There have been a few rants. I think I've blown a little bit of time in a few rants, but it'll be good. Where the fuck is this mason? I'ma need rock blocks. Oh, he already began the construction, didn't he? I can get rid of this now. Hells yeah. We'll move that closer. So now that I've come down from my, we'll say, raging rant high, how's everyone doing? How are you guys doing? Have you gotten plenty of popcorn to sit there and be like, man, this man has gotten angry at this video game. He must have lost a few hours of his life to that fucking series. There are 11 necro towers in my world, so pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know about you. Holy shit, it's after 11 too. I would say we made excellent progress, but I don't remember how long we've actually had this base going. 2 hours? I think we had a 1.5 hours split. Then we have 20 minutes in this. Yeah, almost 2 hours. So we probably lost about 30 minutes into there of me not being diligently paying attention to what I needed to be doing. But I mean, it doesn't rain here. It doesn't. And we're doing pretty good. I think this one needed to be like this, right? No, something is wrong. This was a 2. Yep. And then it goes down, then it goes over. Oh, I'm not going out already. That's what my issue was. I was trying to go down and then over, not over and then down. I'll have to settle for this. Hopefully by next Saturday, this has been updated a little bit so I can get text will be text working. Then I'll have Zoom and then I'll probably be already fine with what we have going here. SoundSense is working wonders. We've turned off werewolves and there is no aquifer here. And we're on a steel foundry. So I feel like we will make far more progress than we did last time. I just wish I could make this be straight. Make it look less curvy. But that's an issue with the tile set. Not much to do for it now. DH. Virtual Spaceman's version is working pretty good for me. Yes, the text will be text. What graphics did he say that was off of? Vertilingo? He had it on the weird graphics, right? Am I crazy? Virtual lingo. I swear he said something like that. How come up here it's all gray nonsense, but down here it's grass? Why does the grass grow so well down here? I'm gonna have all the animals that graze transfer down to the grass area. 'Cause up here it's just dead. I don't know why it's dead. It clearly can grow. Much like I don't understand why the freaking ocean dies on me. I guess because I'm in the Badlands, but I've never had it just die like this before. It's really weird. Well, I guess that's something to be aware of. We're not going to have unlimited fish in this particular base. Which is a bit of a bummer. But I'll find ways around it. If nothing else, we have unlimited water. Vettlinger. What is Vettlinger? I don't think I've heard of that graphics. Vettlinger. Enter. Images for Vettlinger. Okay, show me this one. Show me this tile set. This looks pretty good. Why have I not heard of this tile set? Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I don't know why I haven't heard of that tile set. I don't know what's going on with the weird squid faces. That's kind of freaking me out. But that's a jeweler's. I don't know what the fuck the squid face thing is. That's a carpenter's. That's a still. That's clothier's. I can recognize most of these easily. That's a dyer's. That's a magma forge. That's a magma furnace. What the fuck is that squid one? The squid one annoys me. I don't know what that squid thing is. It's freaking me out. I do like that though. All right. I'll have to try to see if I can get that installed by next Saturday. And then I'll just pretend like I don't see whatever the hell that squid face thing is. It's gonna haunt my dreams. Cool. So I just need text will be text is working so I can zoom out correctly without it doing weird nonsense. Altogether, this isn't bad. This isn't a bad reconstruction of the Triforce system. We have water for power. We don't have an aquifer. I don't have fish, however. I need to get the farm set up. I feel like I'm gonna have to set extra farm. So I have a farm for food. Like I'll have some plants for brewing and some plants for cooking, which means I'll need to have different plants. Probably means I'll have more above ground farms. Like strawberries for brewing and like alfalfa or whatever the hell for eating, something for eating. Right now I'm using all this for, yeah, barley. Barley does booze. Caper bushes? Something for eating. Booze farm and food farm. Yes. And we're still making more bone bolts. PZ. Let's just create a stockpile for bone bolts. And do not allow bins, because bins are the enemy. That should drop our idlers down as we carry over stacks of, I think, like 5 bolts at a time. But I don't want to bog down the craft dwarf shop. Cannot brew drink, needs empty storage. That's fine. Crafts dwarf can do wood. Pot. Tons of pots to bring us in. I don't think I'm caring about the blood right now, so clean map. I'm really confused right now, though, as to the amount of green. The map is a deadlands, so nothing grows. 1Z level down. Verdant grass. Verdant grass. You could scratch that bark and you could tell that the core is very much alive. Why is it so green down here? And then up here, it's just a desolate wasteland. Is this like a nuclear winter? Like everything got killed up here because it's covered in ash? What the hell is walking around the map? Dingoes. Oh God, they're here to eat our babies. Don't eat my babies. The real question is, why does Vettlinger have rhinoceros man sprites? This does it. I mean, I don't know if that weird head thing was anything to go by. There's some weird Cthulhu head. I don't know what that is. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't know what that is. I'm gonna copy and paste direct. That. On the right, there are 2 buildings that are bigger than other buildings. And on the left, there's a weird dwarf squid head with a red square across 2 tiles. And on the right, there's a half dwarf squid head with a half blue square. What is that? I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. All I keep saying to myself is, why is there an angry Cthulhu dwarf with volcano brain? And a angry Cthulhu dwarf missing half of his head with water brain. I don't... What's going on with my phone? Stop disconnecting.
It failed. It failed.
Why did he go mad? He wanted the thing. We gave him the thing. Didn't he make the thing? He wanted fucking rock blocks. I gave him a rock block. I don't understand. I gave him exactly what he wanted. We have rock blocks. He had no reason to be bonkers. Rock blocks. The last time I checked, it was like, yeah, he hasn't gotten one yet, but I made some.
Ugh, no migrants.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because those damn rock blocks. They're like, holy shit, that man died. I hate you. I made what he wanted. There is no reason. There is no reason for this man to be bonkers right now. I gave him exactly what he wanted. He wanted cloth, we gave him cloth. He wanted rock blocks. That's kind of all we're making right now. That's like being out in the ocean and saying, damn it, I need salt water. You have all the salt water you need and we're not even using it. Please, please take whatever you want. Nobody is stopping you. ZXB. Unknown bedrooms 13, units not bedrooms 7. We're good now. He had no reason to be bonkers. So where's that clothier shop now? Like, also doesn't make sense is why was he up here when he went bonkers? It's not like there's a block up. I don't understand what he was doing. Yeah, look at what's in here. 2 pieces of cloth and rock blocks. He had all of his equipment. And it said he had started, right? Withdraws from society. He became a cat. I don't understand how he didn't start. I do not understand how he never started. I gave him every single item he needed. Yeah, no, he never started. Domine. I could have sworn it said he started. Oh, wrong thing to do. Perhaps he wanted a specific rock block. I don't think it works that way. They just grab whatever they can. If he says he wants bones and you want him to use turkey bones, you can forbid everything but turkey bones. You can like force them to use a material of your choice. There is no good. That doesn't matter. Really, really doesn't matter because he grabbed the blocks. He should have started. He has his 2 cloth and his blocks here already. He grabbed all the parts and then just didn't. There is no reason for that man to be bonkers right now. He is the one that refused. Also, I might as well order them to do the bottom wall now, since we already know this is supposed to be the wall. So I cut the bottom one internal so I can identify where I was. I mean, that's so weird. It's kind of like freaking... Maybe he got scared away by a beetle? Like maybe he got interrupted crafting it, but so that made him go crazy?
Can't do that.
No. I mean, everything I just built was just out of rock blocks. We had 10s of them. We had like over 99 of the damn things. We weren't for need of a rock block. And he only needed one. The show mood thing, the little goofy command tells you what he needed. He needed plant fiber cloth, quantity 20,000. Each thing of plant fiber counts as 10,000. It's like saying need 20,000 count of thread. And it said rock blocks, quantity 1. At the time I ran the command, he had 0. But he clearly since then grabbed 1. He just didn't want to. Wasn't about that life. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Then that's going to have to go in, and that's going to go up. Build construction wall. Yeah, no, he's just bonkers. Your rant made me lose my mind. There needs to be a Lazy Newb Pack command. I don't understand what you mean. Why does there need to be... I'm about to say... If you had led with Lazy Newb Pack, the command would have worked. Steven, you beat me to it. I was kind of just hoping he'd stumble into him on his own. You know what we need around here? We need more justice. Is that what you were expecting the command to do? It just links to Lazy Newb Pack. Spite. That does not lead to the... And so the sound of a facepalm sounded across the universe. When I start my Rhino Man, so I don't know. The only issue, Grogrin, is that only leads to the latest official version, i.e. the main page. It doesn't lead to page 353, which is where you'll find a link to the alpha version of it. I thought perhaps for a second you were saying there needed to be a new link to the new place. I thought you were saying there needs to be like an alpha link. So it is, we're not closing it yet, but we are getting to near the end. This is 11:30. Normally we tend to end around 12. I will run the words. I will run Armok Vision. I don't know where my brain was. I will run Armok Vision so we get a 3-dimensional view of what this looks like. Though to be fair, it's a hole in the ground. That is what it looks like. Oh, and if any of you guys like the old Jim Carrey stuff, Sonic the Hedgehog is worth a watch. Sonic and the regular plot is admittedly slightly simple. But Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik sells the movie so hard. No, not an Alpha No Link. No. No one needs an Alpha No Link. I've seen too much Shad base to watch Sonic. Well, don't watch Sonic. Watch Jim Carrey as Robotnik. I love it. I kind of want to point so I'm not going to because I'm not an asshole and I do my damnedest to not spoil. But the game, the movie sequel baits, not even like the mid-credits stinger. Who cares about that? If you understand the locations, i.e. if you played Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, they keep hinting at the sequel bait and the movie sets itself up as a sequel bait. It's a very nice way. It's one of the nicer ways I've ever seen someone sequel baiting, is they end it in such a way where it looks like a decent movie. They kind of ruined this with the mid-credit stinger that does something else entirely. But the way they ended it is such a nice way to end it, as well as make you, if you understand the locations, go, It was a good ending. Definitely better than realizing you're in France. Definitely better than realizing at the end of the day that what you've earned is you're in France. How many into this series is? So I mentioned it earlier. February 15th, 2014, Jesse Cox uploaded the video called Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13-3, The End. Quote, then what's the fucking point? It is a 48-minute video, and that's when he ended it. That's it. That is literally it. Even the happy and boisterous Jessica Cox couldn't put up with that game. You're in Sonic's 06 Hell Zone. Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. Epilogue. No one cares. Fucking. I want to copy this at current time. There we go. If you want to see the exact fucking France scene, I copied it at the time from someone doing, I think, a Let's Play or something. After the credits, it's a post-credits scene, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, she's in France! Huh? Life goes on! No! No! Stupid. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. It doesn't even make sense. The second game was okay, and you weren't even playing as her. You were playing as, like, her sister? Or no, or someone. You're playing as someone else who gets to travel through time. That's kind of one of the reasons why, like, 13.2 is acceptable to me, because I kind of like me a good time travel plot, maybe. That's another hit against Final Fantasy 13 series. They had a couple of time travel plots, they still managed to fuck it up. I love me a good time travel plot. The fish cleaner is starving. I wonder why. As a note, Sonic 06 is a Sonic game that nearly killed the Sonic IP. Yeah, because it was awful. It was garbage. But here's the thing. They didn't do Sonic 06, Sonic 06 2, Sonic 06 Knuckles Returns, or some stupid thing. Fucking, what's the chick? What's the chick that Sonic is trying to bang in 06? The human chick. Fucking, they don't have like Sonic 06 3, whatever that chick's name returns. And then the whole purpose of that game is to realize that that chick's in France. Or for that chick to get to France. I hope that dude got fired. Or whatever. I want to know who was the driving force for so long behind that game. And I expect to learn that they suffered. That game was such a waste of everyone's time. I can go up to here. I'm gonna assume I can go 3 out from this. I don't think that's too far, but I am cutting it close. So I will, I'll cut it back to that. Am I weird for liking Final Fantasy XII's combat? So no. So, I mean, 12 had good mechanics. Like I said, I enjoyed 12. 12's story was just, why are you the main character? You should be the pirate. You should be the Rabbanastrian pirate dude with the frickin' the bunny-eared fucking second in command chick. You should not be Penelope and Poe or whatever the main character was. The combat was good, but it was weird that they try to be like that. They were still trying to do an MMO in a single player game. Like, it was okay. There was depth to it. You could build your characters. There was role playing. You could set up different characters to do different things. I kind of liked it. Bit weird, but not bad. 13's take on it was like, why? Because what happened in 12 is you would control your main character, but you could try to control everyone else, or you could set up, I forget what they call it, you could set up rules. As you played the game, you unlocked rules, which was just programming code to make the rest of your characters do what you wanted them to do. In Final Fantasy 13, literally whatever role you just chose to assign the other two characters, they were programmed to do whatever was the best thing for them to do with that role. So if you set up a dude as like a black mage and you weren't controlling them, they would do fire, ice, lightning, and whatever the enemy was weak on, they would just fucking spam the hell out of what the enemy was weak on. Like, they automatically just chose the best strategy for the other characters. Hence one of the reasons why if you're when you're playing as her, you just have her do army of one. Well, actually, I think that takes away from everyone else's too, so slightly against my statement, but even when you're not doing it, it just chooses the best thing for the other characters to do. So you're not even choosing for the other characters. They just play. The game plays itself. You go down a straight hallway, and I mean a narrow hallway. There's a point where the game opens up. There's one map that you get to go around and have side quests in, and it's the open area. You only have to play through like 30 hours of gameplay to get to this area. And the area only has like, if you do the side quests, like 10, 15 hours of side quests to do, or in about 10 minutes, you could just go straight through it to the next hallway. That's it. You get one playground in like the entire map. The rest of it's just a hallway. It's just a hallway. I kind of want to load up, if I can, a picture of, hold on. Final Fantasy 13. I'm just gonna say hallway. I want to see if I can find an image of the hall. Oh, you know what? I'm going to grab that image. This is a perfect image. This is a penultimate image to explain exactly what I'm saying. View image. Even if you don't like Final Fantasy, even if you guys are like, we don't do Final Fantasy, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, I'm posting a link here. I am posting a link. This is what every map looks like. This is what everywhere in the game looks like. This is just you're in the forest. It's the forest themed hallway. Actually, I think that's slightly close to the actual big open area. But if you look at the mini map, it's literally a narrow ass hallway. You cannot leave the hallway. The hallways are so narrow, they might as well be inside a school. It's a school hallway. It has curbs, but it's just one hall. Almost every map is this hallway. 95 to 97% of the game is a hallway just like that. That's just the forest. That's the forest themed hallway that I think is about to hit the open plain, actual open area, so it's slightly close to an area that's not a hallway. But everything is that. Everything is that hallway. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 map of all areas except Grand Pulse. Players spawn here, direction of travel. Watch movie here. Like all them, there's no choices. There's no choices. Fucking I'll grab another one of these damn things. Hold on, where are you? I don't care. I don't care about this site. Who died? Crazy Man died? Domine is dead. We can kill off Domine. He tried real hard, but counting up blocks confused him. He couldn't figure out when he'd hit one. Domine. I did his mountain home, so that didn't count. As in hallways, you can't get flanked from the sides as long as you don't hear the sound of metal hitting rocks and some screaming before the sound of rocks falling. That's pretty neat. I think I'll load Venom here for advanced mode. What? So it's on a rail like the old X-Wing games from the 90s. But it's like, yeah, but like the whole game is on a rail. There's no random encounters. You see the enemies. You have to walk into the enemy to fight them. So you're in a hallway and they literally just filled it with people. That particular hallway happens to be empty. It just happens to be an empty hallway. Just imagine what you see there and put in like a blue slime. And they take up like 2/3 of the hallway. If you really want to, you can sneak past it. And if you somehow hit the back side of it, you get to do a sneak attack for extra damage at the beginning of combat. They literally drip feed you your fights. I think if you walk all the way to the end and come back, they will have respawned, but they will be in that exact same point. And doesn't matter how much you fucking try to power game and power level, you cannot pass a certain point until you beat the boss, and then it unlocks the ability to level up past like level 5 or level 10 or whatever. The whole thing is a hallway. They have the exact amount of creatures you need to be just strong enough to fight the boss. If you want to grind like an extra 30 minutes in each hallway, then you'll be really good for the boss. And you'll beat the boss, instead of 20 minutes, you'll beat the boss in 5. Clap. What is your number? I heard you get dwarfed and Domine got 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Domine, you are a legendary stonecrafter, but I turned that off because you are also our legendary mechanic. You are a grease monkey. There we go. It's even worse than, at least rail shooters have random spawns, yeah. I posted a picture of the random sprite from the sun and grows pretty much the opposite of what I want in the game. Yeah, like I said, it's weird. Especially for an RPG, especially for a Final Fantasy game. Oh, hold on. View image. This one's kind of small, I admit. Copy. Here is an image of like an entire area. I don't know what area this is. No, that didn't work right, did it? Does that count as a link? What the fuck was that? I don't know. I said view image and it goes data image / JPEG base 64 in gibberish. Hold on, here. I'll do this a different way. If I can't post that image real quick, we'll do a display capture. This. Look at the hallways. You spawn here, you get to the end, there's an animation. It spawns you here, you get to the end, there's a potion there, you get an animation. There's like a little 5-foot split off. Here's a save point, a little split off, but notice how you can't go that way. You have to go around. Sure, it's curvy, but it's a hallway. You have an animation, you're here. You grab the item, you get here. This connects to here or something. I don't know what the hell that one's saying. There's a save here. It brings you there. You get a cinematic. You go there. You can go here and do this and go through all of this. And then what's at the end? Nothing. You have to go all the way back. And then it's literally just hallways. It's literally just hallways. There's only one correct way to go. You probably needed something at the back there. I don't know what you needed for that particular series of hallways. It is fucking awful. Interrupted by a giant chameleon. Of course we are. What? Nope. So yeah, I kind of get lost in one of the hallways. I will not state how much I had to drink while playing. How did you possibly get lost in the hallway? You hold up. If you hold up, you will get out of the hallway. JonTron made a skit where even if you held down, it went forward. No matter what you hit, it made you go forward. The JonTron skit. I think the skit was called Final Fantasy Hallway. And him and his friends were just screaming, "The game's just playing itself, John. The game's just playing itself." It was awful. Yeah, no comment. How do you get lost? The game won't even let you go back. Once you get past certain cinematics and points, you can't go back. How do you get lost? You just go straight. That takes like a dwarven level of drunk. I'll give you that one. You get the beard hair of the day award or something. That takes a rather large amount of alcohol. I don't know where to go. Just push a button, any button. You can literally have held right or left as long as it was in the 180 degrees that slowly made you grind your face against the wall till you got to the end. You would get to the end. It was a coin flip as to whether or not you were making progress. You get strand of the day. Oh look, let's just all be glad I was not operating heavy machinery. Oh no, PlayStation controller, pretty damn heavy. All right, we're nearing the end, so I'm gonna load up Armok Vision. If anyone's wanting to get dwarfed, now's the time to do so. While I get this loaded. And like I said, hopefully, well, I say, even if it doesn't, we'll try to get the vitiligo thing working. Can I update the texture pack? It's at the beginning of the game, so it shouldn't cause much of an issue, right? I just thought of that. If I update the texture pack, I might get screwed. Dwarf 12 for Bear Grylls, 10, 11, 12. Bear Grylls, you are a hauler, so you have some skills in bone carving. Bear Grylls, 88. And Zach, those got dwarf number 1. You are the other hauler. Congratulations for narrowly picking the 2 dwarves that don't have any assigned jobs or responsibilities or, you know, drive in life. Oh, as I've already said, I think I mentioned this during last Saturday's stream. I don't remember when it was, but they're doing a Kickstarter for The Wonderful 101, which is a game by Platinum Games, which I have talked about before. I love the company. I love Platinum Games, and I said if they were going to bring it to PC, that I would get it and I would play it. And they were trying to raise $50,000 because I think they've already done the work. I don't know why they were raising money. It's kind of weird. They were wanting to raise $50,000, and in like 10 hours they raised 1.7 million. They did not raise $1 billion. They raised like 1.7 million for some crazy number. So I backed it. I've already backed it. when it gets released, I will be playing and streaming it. It is a fantastic game. Assuming this is in the middle of the week, this might mean that there is a weekend that I do Wonderful 101 on a Saturday. It might happen, but it's a fantastic game. Because I'm going to want to play it. I'm going to want to play it. And if I'm going to want to play it, I'm going to have to play it on stream. And if I don't have time to play it on stream, it's probably going to have to be that I create a time to stream the game when I play it. That makes sense in my head. I'm not tired. Anyways, so we may have one of the Saturdays get subverted by the Wonderful 101. Full disclosure, but it's a fantastic game and I think we can all enjoy it. When do you get ignored? Can I give a pic of a massive hallway maps done right as it was done right back in the Genesis days? I mean, I should think so. I'm not the only person. I have mods. Don't just say it like I'm ignoring you. For things like that, I have mods for a reason. And they are present. We're past the hour mark, but I'm at the end of the stream anyway, so I'm just gonna let it go a little long. I know I have mods. I have 2 mods in chat right now. At least one of them's active. You should be able to update it. I live to not have responsibilities. Yeah. And once again, I get ignored. Good. That's fine. Sounds good to me. Worst case scenario, you try to post a link, you get temporarily banned or timed out, and then the mods who understand how to do the timeouts untime you out, and then they allow the link again. That is the worst case scenario. Well, I say second worst. Worst case scenario is they don't, and I try to figure out how to untime you out, because I always screw that up. Oh yeah, Hellfire, you're regular. You can post links anyways. Ooh, that looks nice. What is this for? What game is this? Shining in the Dark? Guess I've not heard of this. Mithril Ore, Depot, the Poison, Short Food, Healer Fruit. Yeah, like proper things to be exploring. Even if at the end of it, like since everything has a dead end, you're gonna have to like be matching them all anyways. At least you feel like you're doing something. Like I said, the offshoots, as you saw in that video, in the one map, the offshoot's like 5 inches. Like it's literally like you're sticking your head in your door, like, oh, give me that potion, thanks. Like you don't even go anywhere in the offshoots, other than that one that's like way late. And I think I know what that is. I think I kind of remember that map. Only one of those paths is available the first time, if it's what I think it is. Like you follow it to the end, there's like a boss or cinematic, and they're like, oh, now we've got to go to this one place. How do we get to the one place? Oh, I remember. There's a road back there. If I flip this switch, it moves a thing and it clears the path. So the one place where it looked like it had 2 paths is not 2 paths. You do one, and then when you come back, the back way is blocked, and you use the end as a start, and you go the other way around. There's like a weird C that happens. A Fey mood. Let's see if he claims anything. He's moving, so we're gonna say yes. All right, we're gonna babysit this man just long enough to see him start the project. But while we do that, let's get our mock vision going, and let's stop the moving of the day and night cycle. Get the sun in the sky, turn off shadows. And this mock vision is working better than the other one already. I don't know why the other one was so weird. Like I said, we haven't done much. It is a relatively flat map. I love how green it is once you get off the surface. But we're replacing this with wall. And then we're going to cover this up later when we have the materials to do so. We're going to cover this up. This will be the first of this is going to be our Triforce of Power. At some point, we'll start working on the other Triforces. The river fishing thing didn't work. I'm legit surprised. Like, I feel like it's because it's Badlands. Like, I should have known there was no fish in the river, but I just thought river trumped Badlands. Like, I thought like all of the murky pools would have been empty, but not the river. But I guess river does not trap. But this is not even a small river. This is a big one. This is a multi, like usually a river's like 3 big, and this is like 5 or 6. Somehow there's just no rivers in it. I wonder if I dig it low will be good. And this is our current pit mine. It's just a ramp straight down, and then you get to the bottom layer, and it all of a sudden expands out and it shoots up. And I guess I hit dirt. Either that or that's coal. I feel like that might be coal. That's all we have so far. It's what, on one hand, it wasn't much. On the other hand, we got quite a bit done. Oh, and also the random hole to the bedrooms in the meeting area where everyone is super happy and not crazy. And there's a bunch of birds flapping around in there. Just because. What is down in that hole? What was on the left? Oh, is that the... No, that's magnetite. Oh, that is coal. I was right. That's bituminous coal. Kick ass. Need strawberry seeds. Well, we're working on it. Yeah, we get it. You can wait. Hey. I need seeds. What we need is drinks. All right, this guy is not moved, and neither has he started. All right, I can't leave until we've sorted this out. Give me a show mood again. And what are we missing? A metal bar. Well, he's not playing around, is he? Jesus. So I'm going to need a furnace to get the initial coal so I can burn coal into more coal, I guess. So we'll build that out of rock salt. Build smelter so I can melt the iron down into a metal bar for this man. We on 4.7? Oni-chan?
Oni-chan? Are we on 0.47?
Yes. What set, what pack? We're using the Alpha Lazy Newb Pack. On the second to last page of Lazy Newb Pack, they have released the Alpha. It doesn't show up on the first page yet because, like, they don't even have textually text going yet. But they had enough for me to be able to play on, and I accidentally killed the vampire in the other base. So we switched over and we upgraded. So we're going to go a little late tonight, like just a little bit. I want to, because I know next stream I'm going to forget that dude's there. We're going to get this to the point where we make the freaking metal bar and we're good. Welcome, Stream Heart VJ. By the way, if any of you, mostly because I don't recognize your name, but if any of you guys are new viewers, because we're going to be ending soon, now is the time to get dwarfed so that you're already pre-dwarfed for the next stream. Because the dwarfing command also lets you know if you are... Why is my camera out of focus? Is it because I'm not in the middle? The dwarfing command also lets you know that you're still alive. If you're alive when you type it in, it just lets you know you're alive. Anything else? Got dwarf 8. Anything else? You are currently a farmer, and it looks like you're going to be the primary one. Anything else? You're the farmer, and when I get the proper farm set up, you're going to be like the chief farmer. So yeah, we're down to 7 more slots. The last couple of migration waves were empty. That's mostly because we're not doing anything other than digging to make way for the Triforce base. I'm going to make coke first, and then I'm going to smelt, just so I have fuel to make shit in the future. How's my dwarf's endurance doing? I don't think I've had you hunt much. I don't think you've killed anyone. Like, you haven't gone killing. Stephen Robert. 317. It has improved. You've done enough running around that your endurance has improved. Eventually, we'll get you into the roughest, toughest shape we can. By killing a regular porcupine. Mostly because I also want more meat. Yeah, his endurance sucks. So This map has gigantic, like fucking humongous creatures that run for days. So we've been training the military dwarves occasionally by having them like spontaneously chase them around the map. By the time they kind of get close, they tend to tire and the creature wanders off and they sit there for a while and then he chases again. The better their endurance, the longer they can chase after the monster.
What's he doing?
Oh good, a caravan has arrived. Build, workshop, depot. Depot. Not workshop, depot. There we go. Now, we are not smelting because I do not have a smelter. Hold on. Switch this from nicknames to profession. We have 3 legendary weaponsmiths, but none of them know how to operate a fucking furnace. We have some smart dwarves. Is this active now? Now it's active.
Don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
Really bummed out that the river is fucking empty though. It still baffles me. How do you have an empty river? An entire river with nothing to catch. I'm gonna reclass that from fishing because it does not count. I wonder, because of the weird way this works. How does a game check this? I've never had to wonder about how a game checks fishing. Can't see them still chasing the porcupine around the map. Because everything else updated when it went down, you know what I'm saying? So that still doesn't count as fishing. Weird. Remove that zone, and I'm gonna go to orders, activity zone orders, and I'll say prefer zone fishing. He's allowed to fish wherever he wants. If this man can find a place to fish, he's allowed to try. And he has begun his mysterious construct. Fan-freaking-tastic. I don't have to worry about that. That will sort itself out, and the beginning of next stream, it'll finish. I will have forgotten about it by then, and we will all be surprised as the man, no, we'll wait. We'll wait. We deserve an artifact for ourselves. We'll wait until he finishes the artifact. Praise RNG. Praise Nuffle. Praise Armok. Did you accidentally flash fry the fish again or drown them this time? No! I didn't flash fry anything. I didn't do anything to the water. There's just nothing there. Though you do point out that I had flash fried him before, so I'm wondering if something like that happened to this river. Like somewhere in the world map, like if lava touched a river, it flash boiled all the fish and they died. All hail the air poof! Praise! Praise the air poof and its chosen glory. All right, so this time he definitely began the construction. Are they still chasing them around, by the way? Holy shit, that's amazing. Real quick, while they're still chasing him, is this slowly building his attributes? So what was he at, 317 last time? 337. Yeah. We're working out Steven and Domine, I think? Domine's up to 1152. You just make them spend all day chasing a porcupine around the fucking map. But I tell you what, though, the dragon's gonna give in before they do when we get under attack. What do I have here, merchants? Gold. Gold and more gold. Everything else we have. That reminds me, someone had mentioned something. And I was going to respond to it, but I forgot. Someone had mentioned earlier, who was it? Someone had mentioned iron. Who in chat mentioned iron earlier? I saw it and I got distracted. I'm so sorry. I think it was after hallways. Fuck, I don't know where it was. Someone had mentioned we have iron and coal on this map. I know someone did. Where did I see that? It's like Hollies of the Darkness. Fuck, who did that? Damn it. How far back was that? Yeah, stop looking at the damn documents. I get it. Thank you. Thank you for your trade. May we both fucking have good times in the future. Like, someone had mentioned something about the iron or whatever, and I was gonna reply to it and I forgot. How far back? Wow, I'm real far back. I think I just went right to the back. I don't know who it was. Bear Grylls 88. Someone said something about magnetite and coal. Oh shit, magnetite and coal, you're set. Is Bear Grylls still here?
I'll name you after my
A crown. After all of that, we made a fucking crown. You've got to be kidding me. A coal. That is what he said. All right. Well, I don't know if he's still here. I kind of wanted to reply to that, but I missed that. But we're better than even Bear Grylls. He's not here. We're better than even Bear Grylls 88 thinks. We have magnetite, coal, and marble. We have tons of coal, tons of bituminous coal, tons of iron, and tons of marble. This entire base is nothing but a steel foundry. The only thing we don't have is gold, which sounds stupid until you realize I'm trying to make something look like the Triforce. You kind of need gold. Oh, and we have cobaltite, which is just a weird stone I like because it is a very nice shade of blue. All right, the call of chucking. Eidos to Mick, the call of chucking, a rock salt crown. I was almost going with the more evil voice. This is a rock salt crown. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular rock salt camicons. This object menaces with spikes of rock salt and iron. On the item is an image of the truth about evaporation and condensation. The armadillo parchment scroll in rock salt. Ah yes, who can ever forget that old chestnut? The truth about evaporation and condensation. Because they're keeping it secret from us, man. Big evaporation doesn't want us to know the truth. Yes, well, mostly because I never finished the Triforce Fort. We don't have an aquifer this time. I can get access to stones and do it correctly. I don't even have wood, so other than the fact that it's going to be white stone and blue stone for a bit, this should make far more progress. So the problem before is, here's what it came down to. As goofy as this sounds. Wood, if you have wood, it turns into 1 wood. If you get 1 stone, it turns into 4 blocks. So you can get a lot more done with less if you do it out of stone. But we had all the aquifer to get through. That's literally what hampered us. That screwed us over so much more than anything else. Well, yeah, I could do that as different things, white, blue, and iron. But if I can trade for gold, I'm gonna try to go for a Triforce. Maybe not the full 3 dimensions, we'll have like a Triforce floor, because we don't have gold here. And then going up, we can make it just look like a gigantic honking pyramid. It's a tiny aquifer. It was, no, it was honking. It was honking. 2 Z layers deep all around except for the upper right corner, in which case it was 6. A 6 Z layer deep aquifer is gigantic. Trifloors. Does the infinite metal exploit work? I like where your head's at. You're gonna have to remind me about that next stream though. You're gonna have to remind me about that next stream, because that's probably what we're gonna have to end up doing. What we're going to do is, I see Cupo is on and he looks like he's doing hearts for Valentine's Day. Let me click him real quick to make sure he stays on. Like he's not about to sign off.
I suppose we'll have more opportunities for fun as
I think he's signing off.
we expand and get deep and so on, but so far, so good. But I am going to go to bed. It's after midnight.
Damn it, we're both ending at the same time.
So I thank you all for coming.
Well, shit. I was gonna raid him with like another 20 people. All right. We raid someone. Here's the thing, though. Does he end or does he raid me? I feel like he's gonna end. He raids me rarely, but also rarely he's not on this late. Raid him anyways. Well, here's the thing. By the time it goes through, he will have left. He was also saying his goodbyes, and he's much better at saying goodbye than I am. We can either raid a new Dwarf Fortress streamer, which admittedly we've not had good results of that in the past. Namely, 2/3 of them tend to not know they've been raided, and the other third was high as hell. So ignoring that, what do we go with? Yeah, he just went off. Do I need to install OBS for what? Exactly as he is signing off. Do I need shaking my head? I don't know why you need to install OBS. So the next person up below us is actually on 44.12. New Fort Who Dis. I don't know who you are. I don't trust you. I don't like Say It Dad. I just really hate Say It Dad. I don't know the other Dwarf Fortress people. Cupo's not here anymore. We could raid. He's not doing Dwarf Fortress, but we could raid Blue Zest. Blue Zest appears to be on. Is Blue Zest signing off?
So we could potentially make 2 more frames, and then with the boy balls,
He sounds like he's not signing off. I have someone I can raid. Huzzah. He sounds like he's not signing off. I have some. I'm hearing myself. /raid Blue Zest TV. But before we raid, we'll have to end the YouTube cut. Thank you so much, everyone on YouTube, for stopping by. See you guys next time.